Okay guys, welcome back to Fort Mort, where we play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I show you how to dominate your Grand Arena, amongst other things. So today, my last two Grand Arenas I couldn't stream or record because my equipment was giving me issues, but I have one. Here's my last one there. Pretty easy matchup actually. The first round was really tough, but I got through it. This one, Ram Kota, he has got things that I do not have. Revan, Malak, Relic Clones, but he did me a favor, and I love guys like this. Show you the stats real quick here that I look at, amongst other things. 274 offensive, 95 defensive. That tells me he's an offensive striker. He was also on SWGOH.GG, and it also showed that he likes to strike with most of his big teams. Sometimes he'll throw Malak on defense. He didn't do it here unless he did it in the rear. I was expecting Bounty Hunter, Jedi Knight Revan, Padme, and Geos, and that's exactly what I got. I couldn't figure out his order because he didn't have a lot of play on GG, but anyway, I'll show you how I planned against him. So I knew he's offensive, so I went defensive against him. And here's one thing that a lot of people miss in these GAs. This one here scores 180 plus 2 battles for 60 each is 300. So basically you're looking at 600 down here. Here you're only looking at like, what is it, 450, 510, 520. So you're much better off offensively going for the bottom row. So what I did was lead him, and this is what I do, and it's worked every time so far. I lead him to the top, knowing that he couldn't beat my ships because he's got terrible ships. But I put a very high-end team back here because I have 2 really good teams, 3 really. I love ship GA. And then the bounty hunters I put up front to kind of as a decoy that, hey, I put up a tough team. And I put Night Sisters because they're always annoying. And down here I stacked it. I put my 2 of my best teams, actually my best 2 teams besides my bugs, Padme and Jedi Knight Revan. It took him 4 strikes on Padme, which really surprised me. I was figuring he'd run through that with DR. And then back here I hid the first order in the rear and then put a weak team down there, knowing that he'd be able to get through it. But that didn't leave me a whole lot on offense, but seeing what he went in with, my ultimate goal is to come through here. So I want to get that bottom row. If I get this bottom row and one of these guys up here, it's definitely over. I don't think he's got any teams sleeping on me because he wastes a lot on offense. Right now I'm looking at gambling a little bit, but I'm looking at Nest versus Padme, even though she's Relic. My Nest is Relic. My bounty hunters, I am going to take CLS versus them, hopefully get through them. I don't have a lot of experience with Tebow. And then I should be able to get through this Jedi Knight Revan with my bugs, and my Jawa team here should be able to get through this. So trying to figure out which way I want to go for the guaranteed win. If I go this way, the Jawas for some reason don't win, I could try taking them out with Rey or Palp to finish them off. But if I fail with the bugs on Jedi Knight Revan, I'm going to be in trouble. So up here, if I go for these guys and I fail, I can always use the bugs and come back. And as long as I get through the rear, I'm very confident I'll beat his ships. I'll be fine. But point wise, I really need to get through here. So one way or the other, this was a tough matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the top as much as I want to go through that bottom, just in case something happens. Because if I don't get through that bottom, I'm going to be stuck up here, and I'm only going to have one in each area. So I've got to get at least through the rear. If I get through here, I've got him beat. I force him to have to beat one of these. I'm confident I'm going to beat these Geos with my Jawas and with low banners though, and then my bugs should get through that Jedi Knight Revan. But to be on the safe side, we're going to go this route. If I fail with Nest on Padme, then I'm going to have to save my bugs for her. Now this is what we planned for. This is what we're going for. Jawas on the Geos. These Geos aren't around 190 speed if I remember right. I've had a 95% win rate with these guys, so we'll see how it goes. They go right after net, right off the bat. Got enough bombs up there now. Need Scavenger to come up. I don't know why he's not getting turn meter. There we go. Plenty of bombs. Explosion. 49, we'll take it. we'll go after Jedi Knight Revan here with the bugs. I've had good success with Jedi Knight Revan here. Their Yoda's a little bit on the OP side for G11, so that's my only concern here. Or if he targets Alpha and takes him out quick, which I don't think he can with a relic. Alright. Alright, one revive down. Let's see if I can't get after Yoda here. Poggle out of stun. Nice, got him in one turn. Alright, he's back up. Taking him back down. See if we can work Joe Lee down. So he can't revive again. We don't have a whole lot of dots up there. Go ahead and hit him anyway. Targeting Alpha. Pretty beastly though. He's got like 150,000 life. But he's stunned, and that hurts because I need to heal my guys up. So that's where I run into trouble when they put target Alpha. Come on, get Joe Lee. One more hit. There we go. Alpha's out of stun, and he's got a long way to go to his turn. I need to get some of that health back. Yoda's out. I may as well just target him while I'm waiting for Alpha's turn. Come on, get your turn, buddy. One more. Don't kill her yet. There we go. Let's see if we can get some banners back. Alright. Got a little bit iffy there, but we got through it. I'm pretty much guaranteed myself a win here by good planning. Again, I wanted to go to the bottom row because that's where the most points were. And he just made it interesting for me. Let's see, Ewoks out there low. I don't have to waste nest on that. First order I can take out with the Ewoks. So that'll be an easy cleanup. So now the question is if Nest can get through Padme and we get a full clear. I've got the win for sure. Most of the time I bring in Nest solo. But I'm going to throw some banners away and bring in some garbage with him. Or her. Alright, here we go. Relic versus Relic, basically, here. Let's see if I remember right. C-3PO is really low in life. There goes Kira's expected right away. Put a little Master's Training on Nest. Give her a big boost. See if we can get C-3PO here. Come on. Retarget. Stack that courage. C-3PO went in stealth, so I ain't getting him. I think he's a him. I assume he's a him. Kenobi taking it like a champ. Anakin in this one's really the only one I have a concern for. Nest getting a shot, a well-timed shot off. I don't think Snips has got the power. Come on, Nest. Ramp up, girl. This is usually a pretty good battle, but being that Padme's a relic, I knew it was going to be a bit of a challenge. Nest usually around the 1.5 minute mark starts to really ramp up. Starts hitting like a semi-truck. Ooh, that's a close call. Oh, that was a well-timed kick. Oh boy. Ah, that's what I was worried about. Alright. That relic hurt. See if we get through those bounty hunters, get those extra points. Padme is a pest. Stun on Bosk. Looks like Boba might be the target here. Save Chewbacca's stun. Some ability block up. Beef up our guys here. Alright, one death for Boba. Didn't get an assist there. Boba down. Really don't like Tebow. He's G12. I should go after Django here. This is going better than I expected. I know it's a good counter, but my CLS is not very good. Another good stun. I have Rey, I just got Rey, but I haven't played with her yet, and I don't have her Zeta jet. And this Boba was faster, and I'm pretty sure you gotta have Rey faster than Boss to get that wave up on him. Alright, looking good. Don't know what we're gonna do with that Padme. Like I said, I pretty much locked in the win now because I'm gonna clear the bottom. Alright. See if we get any banners back here. Looking like 58 right now. Alright, we'll take it. Go ahead and clear this rear. Did take the Ewoks, right? First order. Glad I checked. Let's see. First order and the Ewoks. Not very often I get to use these guys for a win. There's Elder. Put old Elder in stealth. Keep him safe. Start building up that turn meter before they do. Got the taunt. One down. Taking out the DPS first. We'll miss. Put some days up. Start working on the Rens here in a second. Back in stealth. This is going way too good. Ewoks are a great counter for the first order. Sorry I'm laid back, guys. I'm just long night at work, tired. Had to get this in. I still gotta edit it, and then get 4 or 5 hours of sleep and do another 13-hour shift. Alright, Ewoks.
Nagasaki.
I think the M troopers can do it. Why not? Health pool's pretty low on Chirpa and Wicket. Gotta take one of these guys down, and these M troopers boost like crazy. There it is. Now the fireworks start. Good ability block on Elder. Keep him from resin. It's gonna be a good, clean win. Ensure I got all my banners. Excuse me. Alright, good win. Now, I don't know about Padme. That score right there, even if he gets one of these sections, guarantees me the win. So I'm already up no matter what. So no matter what happens, so I played it right. Relic Padme, interesting. I know Pal can be a counter, but he's not very high and definitely not at Relic. I'm pretty fast. Never played this though. Let's see what happens. I've had a lot of success with this Pal team because they're pretty quick. But I've got turn meter on them, so it's never a good start. Yeah, they're going to resist everything. I don't know how this is a good counter. Fear Padme, maybe. No, that didn't work. Shock. That didn't work. Trying to take Kenobi down. That would be a helper for whoever I bring in next. Come on. Thank you. Man, I'm hitting like a truck over there. See if I can get C-3PO. That would help too. He had a really low life pool. Kenobi obviously was blocking that. Come on, Vader. All that courage ramping up. One shot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Alright. Kenobi's not in there, so they won't have the taunt. Alright guys, I didn't put you through the pain and suffering of taking all those 60 and 70k teams against this Padme, but it was another successful day in Grand Arena. Full cleared on my alt. Came off close here, but Padme was just a little too much for that nest. And I guaranteed myself to win by going through this route, so we are 63-1. Excellent. Thanks for joining me today. If you got any use out of this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. I'm laid back. I got to get this edited and get to bed. But I appreciate you guys checking it out. We'll see you next time. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a good day.
Shut up and sit down.